GRT Andrew back in the lobby quickly, please, for the start. Drastic Blaze about cruising into his grid spot. We're about to get underway here for Division 2. 3, 4, 5 red lights ahead of all these drivers. We're underway here for Division 2. And I think Jaylee Menz hasn't got away very well at the back, but Quattro has got Tuman on his inside. Quattro's got the outside line. Tuman looks to have got a better run, maybe. No, Quattro holds on to the lead. Gosser gets past his teammate SLR in the other half. As I don't think we're going to see any other moves for the meantime near the front. Matthews closing around Adam Lee, and Jack is round.
Oh, I did see that, and Andrew is now back in this position. I'm just my imagine he's now with us as traffic cuts in sector 1 massively.
Yeah, Jack round. Jack got taken out by someone, not sure who it was, but he's now down to the back. As we go into the hairpin then, I think that was a move from Zaki's Beast with Skullkiller. He's battling with the Ferrari. This is not what he needs. He needs to get into the field and get some more championship points. He's now ahead of Skullkiller. But Skullkiller made a decent start. He's now got his teammate OG James passing him. So he's now back down to where he started. OG James already gained 3 positions. He started P12. He's up in P9, so it's a very good start from him. Golden Egg Flyer just lost a position to Matthew now. And Matthew back into P6. Yeah, the top 5, the only switch around in the top 5 was...
2 Hasses.
The 2 Hasses, yes. Gosser getting past Leah. He's got to get a flag at the back, and I think that's Menz. Yeah, Jelly Menz is round now, and he's now dropped to the back, so it's he got a pretty poor getaway, I saw, and he's now down to last. So it's a not good start from Jelly Menz in the Williams. He's nearly round again, but it's SLR Quattro then, who leads us through the first lap, holds onto his lead from Aero Tuman. Ran a go and down to turn 1, but Quattro had the better line as Menz has gone off through that triple right-hander, so he's not having a good time. Tyre turns around here, oh, killer, and especially if you spin, that could be your race over. I think Charlie just made a move on track going down to turn 1. They are wheel to wheel going through turn 1. He squeezes the apple off the track a little bit there, but it is hard fair racing. Charlie now up into P11. Biggest winner so far, race position-wise. Oh, and Charlie's off! And he's somehow caught that. He's down to P13, but I don't think he'll care about that too much because he's still in the race and has only lost a little bit of time.
I don't think anyone particularly got fault there. He wasn't bothered track. Then as he was looking at back at him and
speaking of track, Drastic Blaze is now going to have a go round the outside of track, going into the hairpin. He's going to have the better exit, and he goes himself up into P11. He started last. He's up into 11.
Tried to back into the tape, just turning a bit early and did clip Drastic Blaze's back time for him.
Indeed, and Charlie's now closing up to traffic. They do touch. Is Charlie going to have a go around the outside here? He isn't. He's going to back out of it. Charlie holding behind Traff and coming down in 13th place respectively. Hypers picks up the first penalty of the race for track limits. It is a very track limits, so I'm surprised if we see a few penalties here today.
Who it was in the trap, you all predicted that Quattro would put away at the start before the race, and yeah. Cutting on top of as Leah and Gosser have another position swap. Leave that.
Indeed they do, so Leah back into P3. His Beast is making his way through the field and he's past Golden Egg Flyer. He's now up into P7 and closing up to his championship rival even more. Jaylee Menz is really not having a good time because he's gone off again. Traff and Charlie having a nice battle.
Matthew's out!
Oh, Matthew's out! Matthew's been there.
And Matthew had dropped on the exit of turn 2, went into the wall and not out of the race.
He is, he's binned it where Drastic Blaze binned it in qualifying, so Matthew, first retirement of the race. We're not going to have a safety car, it's going to be cleared under the yellow flags, but we've got the first retirement and we are down to 16 now. James, just seen, having a nice battle. I can't switch to them, there we go. Skullkiller's also lost a few positions from that, but OG James has got DRS on Golden Egg Flyer.
I was on board when Golden Egg Flyer was getting moved on by Zaki's Beast, and I luckily caught...
Skullkiller, sorry to interrupt, Skullkiller's just sent it down the inside of Golden Egg Flyer, and both Ferraris overtaking. Indeed it was, both Ferraris getting past Golden Egg Flyer in the Williams there, so it's a good start from both of the Ferraris, and Golden Egg Flyer's round! He has lost it on the traction now, very easy to lose it. He needs to be careful how he rejoins the track as well. He's now down to 14th place, but the biggest winner so far of the start, Drastic Blaze, got last in P9. the man who started last is into P9. He's gained 8 positions already. So what a start from him. Top 5 are the only ones that haven't changed positions so far, as Leo got back up into P3. Let's have a look on Adam Lee then. He's closing in on Dosser, but Dosser also has DRS off his teammate. So like I said, this train is going to start to form between the top 5 and Golden
Fire. Wrong again at the exit of the final corner.
And it's not a good day if you're a Williams driver or a Williams fan, because it's both Williams at the back. Oh, I've just got on board with Menz, and he's crashed as well. He's crashed through the triple right-hander.
Oh, I caught that as well, and that is a
big crash from Menz.
Car.
Indeed it is. So it's a massive crash from Menz as soon as we ride on board with him. Oh, and Traff's got a penalty for a collision with Charlie. So both of them receiving penalties for a collision behind the safety car, and that is not going to help them one bit in this race, because when they pit, they're going to have to stop for 5 seconds before the team can touch the car. But I don't think we're going to see anyone pit this early on.
Unless someone wants to try for hard to the end, but I don't see that.
I don't see that happening either, but so the top 5 is now going to be closed back up again with everyone. We're now down to 15th in this Grand Prix. 15 drivers left in this Grand Prix.
It's really not a good race if you're Williams fan.
It really isn't. There's both Williams at the back, one out, one in 15th. But what a crazy first 4 laps. Incidents and quite a bit of overtaking, especially if you're Drastic Blaze as well. I know Connor will be very happy with that, as he is an Alpine driver. So he'll be very happy with Drastic Blaze's start.
Yeah,
is that Tooman I just saw pulling into the pit lane? It is. Tooman is going to go for the gamble here, and I think going for the hard. So is Leah.
And Adam Lee. And
so are they going to go for the mediums? Are they going to go for the hards? Yeah, I'm going to go for the mediums. Is Tooman. So I might reach it, as Charlie receives a time penalty for corner cutting, but they are all going onto the mediums.
No, this is right, the medium one, the current medium one of GRT Andrew up into P6. That looks like.
It does. But that's very interesting. I think the mediums might be able to get to the end, but it will be a very close call. Because I think they do just over 20 laps, if I remember rightly. Obviously, we're going to have 2 laps behind the safety car, so they won't have too much wear. It's going to be a very close one. If they can stay within a pit stop and keep some optimal pace, then they might be in a good position. So Drastic Blaze, because of all of that, is now up into P5. Andrew up into P6.
Yeah. Well, as you do also actually see, up 12 now from last is Drastic Blaze. Finally, Lewis Hamilton at Brazil, got quite a minute Brazil. We are now at America.
Here we are, still in the Americas country, kind of, but we are in Central America instead of South. But this Central American race here at the Circuit of the Americas has provided some pretty good content so far. So a big thank you to everyone who is watching this race so far. I hope we're providing you some decent content. And remember, we've got more later on tonight for Division 3 as well, and the McEwen Division tomorrow at 8 PM. Make sure to join us for both of those races as well. Cannot wait for the race tomorrow. I cannot wait for this race to get underway again when we go back to green flag on the following lap. Penalty situation so far, it's just Hypers and Charlie. They both have 3 seconds for track limits, and they've both got 5 seconds as soon as the safety car came out for a collision behind the safety car.
This completely has. I don't know what the actual strategy was, but I thought Quattro was on mediums in qualifying.
No, he did improve at the end by quite a bit. He went onto the softs and improved. And Quattro holding on to the lead then at the start of this race.
Dosser up to James at 9, Stalker up to Express Space up 12, Andrew at 9, Drivers at 3, biggest loss currently is SLR Jack down in P15, so mixed versions for Connor in the Alpine, or Connor who is an Alpine driver. Obviously got one P15 and one P5 from last, which is memorable.
safety car should be in at the end of this lap. We've got the whole queue bunched up here. So are we going to see any position changes at the restart? We're surprised if we do. And yeah, safety car coming at the end of this lap. So SLR Quattro will control the whole pack in the final sector, and will hopefully be able to hold on to his lead going down into the first corner. One thing I have realised as well, the two championship protagonists have only got one car to separate them at the moment, as Drastic Blaze has for some reason just dropped to 11. Not sure why. Oh, what's just happened to Drastic Blaze? Drastic Blaze has gone really slow, and I'm not sure if this is glitched or he spun or something, but Drastic Blaze has now just dropped down to 13th for some reason.
But that's very weird.
It does.
No, voice crack. So, as the first car is in this lap, I've controlling the restart for the third time in this race. Hopefully the last, but, you know.
Yes, I
Will
expect there to be more chaos.
All the seconds line. Gone.
Dustin's gone a bit deep in the final corner, so he's going to lose time to Quattro here, and he might have OG James right at the back of him. The green flag, we're back racing here at the Circuit of the Americas for Division 2. Is anyone going to go for a dive bomb going down to turn one? I don't think they are. The gaps are not closing enough for anyone to do so. Skullkiller's closing up with his teammate OG James a little bit, going towards the S's section. It'd be very risky to go for a move there.
We could see team
Both
orders from
drivers
the McLaren for the teammate is on the back of TRT Andrew here.
Would be team orders between the two McLaren drivers. Is Andrew going to let his teammate go? Because the teammate on a different strategy to Andrew has already picked and could maybe go to the end of this race. But one thing I've noticed, Quattro has flown away at the restart. He's already pulled at the second gap to Dosser, and he's going to hope to keep it over a second when the DRS gets enabled in 2 laps time. Let's have a look at Tooman and Andrew then. Is Tooman going to have a go on his teammate? I don't think Andrew's going to make it too hard for him. As he goes down, he pulls the left hand side, goes down the inside of his teammate, and he's up into P5 as ARO Tooman.
Big block up into that corner on myself. From Tooman. I don't think he'll come out about that much as he already caught the back of Skullkiller.
It's down ball with Leo quickly because he's really close to Andrew because of all that happening, so Leo couldn't promote himself into P6, and he's got a really good exit over here on Andrew with a triple right-hander. Can Leo maybe go for a move going into the final corner? He's got some better speed, but he isn't going to go for it just yet, but he's going to have a good toe and use maybe some of his battery down the main straight and have a go on the McLaren driver. We will see. Here, going down for turn 1, he's got the toe, he's using the battery, pulls to the right-hand side of the McLaren driver. Can he go around the outside at turn 1? He's going to have a go. Andrew locks up a little bit. He's going to force Leo a little bit wide. Leo's got the inside line. That's a fantastic move from SLR Leo in the past. Promotes himself to P6. And he's going to look to close in on Tooman now, who's closing up on Skullkiller.
Yes, we've got Zach's Beast now on the back of Adam Lee.
About to mention that one. This little train of forming now, Zach's Beast needs to keep getting positions if he wants to catch up to Leo.
For any hope of the championship, as you can stay, I believe it is Zach's Beast leading. I stand corrected if not.
Zach's Beast, sorry.
As we look further into...
Oh! Someone's got a fire. He's just lost the position to SR Jack and has just made a mistake. Through that hairpin, as Adam Lee has now just got past GR2 Andrew. Andrew's got the inside line, he forces the Alfa Romeo wide. Andrew on some of that old mediums hasn't picked yet, he started on mediums. The only driver left that started on mediums, it's him and Menz, but unfortunately Menz is out. Adam Lee can't get back past the McLaren.
I don't know, but it's, well, at the moment, what's happening is the Alfa or Foxer. But, who knows?
Well, he's showing some exceptional pace. You can say that.
DRS is enabled this gap quickly from move that Adam Lee probably finally getting past.
Indeed, going down to turn 1. He pulled to the right hand side. He's going to do what maybe Leah did on Andrew. Around the outside of turn 1, is he? He isn't. He's going to back out of that, but he goes wide to maybe do a little bit of a switch back. He's got the outside line for the next corner, but isn't going to be able to get past, or is he?
Oh, he's going to
No, he
try
does
and
back out
get
the section.
very wide.
Very
He's
risky
now
to do
bringing
there, but yeah.
Beast further into the equation as Charlie picks up his second penalty, I think.
Indeed, he has. As you mentioned, Quattro as well was pulled 2.9 seconds, 3 second gap. There's yellow flags. Trafford's round.
At the
I'm not sure
end
if there was
of Sector
contact.
1.
I'm sure if there was contact or not, but he's now gone to the back.
And wait till Zach Beast can get past. Zach Beast wasn't approached Andrew as we did see in the first sector, so probability of not. But he's not making a move now. Or he might keep him, no, he goes wide, and Zach Beast down the inside, does push Adam Lee slightly wide. What Adam Lee has to back down the inside. He will, and some great tackles for Zach Beast and Adam Lee here, who will take the inside line going to the corner. That is the Adam Lee tries to switch back to contact with Zach Beast is really left side. Probably gotten very little damage here, but I'm not sure if it does itself in left three. And that is Zach Beast ahead of Adam Lee.
And Quattro is pitted from the lead on lap 9 of this race. Race leader is into the pit lane to get off those soft compound tyres and get on the medium. We saw the two Ferraris also battling as well. Tooman also got involved in McLaren, and Tooman might have a go around the outside of OG James. The P3 on track at the moment. It will be P4 because of Quattro pitting, but is Tooman going to have a go on OG James? Oh, and James has lost it. He's got on the curb. Travis pulled into the pit lane to retire, but OG James has got on that inside curb and he has spun and hit the wall.
Oh,
he is still in this race. Was Andrew round as well? Oh, he is. The McLaren driver's round. He said there was contact.
He's in contact with Adam Lee. No, in contact with Zach Beast, sorry, but I'm not sure if Adam Lee did collect him. I'm not sure. Down to visible on his comp. Like there was a collision with Adam Lee up with Andrew McLaren after the sideways, but any damage on the car at the moment.
So yeah, contact then with Andrew. We saw OG James go round, and so the McLaren and the Ferrari both spinning. Are in the S, well, one just before the SS section and one in, but
Quattro going for two softs.
Oh yeah, Quattro hit for the softs, and he starts on the soft, so he must be going for a two-stop because you can't do a soft because again that is against the rules. But I'm not sure if that was a pit stop error from Quattro or not. So maybe he's just conceded the win there, and that's not going to be good if he has. So let's have a look further up the field, as we've got a little bit of a train from the top 3 as well. Leah is also closing in on Tooman, and this is just going to help Zach's Beast even more because of this train. Hopefully these lot battle, Zach's Beast can catch up and make it an even more bigger train. And Tooman is now closing up, but Skullkiller is going to close up on Dosser. He's going to go down the inside at turn 1. He goes very deep, Dosser Ferrari, goes off the track. That allows Tooman through into second place, and Leah's now going to have the inside line at the start of the SS section.
Oh, he's got a flag, and he's got one out there. OG James.
It's OG James that's gone off. OG James may have just gone off a little bit there, but Leah's now just got past Skullkiller, P3, and Leah's in a very good position in this race.
Andrew, because off the mediums onto halves.
Because Tooman and Leah have both pit, this is, well, full position. Tooman is now right behind Dosser, and he's going to hope to get past Dosser as quickly as he can. But Dosser is going to be the widest hass that he needs to be for his teammate, because this could be for the race victory, because they both pit and don't need to pit again. Leah is also going to maybe have a go on his teammate, let him through. He is. So Leah's now going to go chase down Tooman for the victory of this race, and this is going to be an amazing final 17 laps in this Grand Prix between these two. Zach's Beast is also catching up to Skullkiller as well. Dosser and Skullkiller yet to pit on them sides. I wouldn't be surprised if they both come in this lap or next lap, because those tyres must be shot. I think Charlie's closing up to SLR Jack as well. He is. There was slight contact I saw there between the two, but he didn't make a move. Three of them taking the lead of the race on lap 11 with SLR just behind. Oh, who's that? Skullkiller has pulled into the pit lane.
Dosser still
Zach's Beast.
Stay out again.
Zach's Beast has just picked up his first time penalty of the race, so that may be crucial in the race. Quattro just set the fastest lap. Fastest lap of the race so far from Quattro. So that's an extra championship point for him. help him promote himself up in the championship a little bit more. Leah's now just picked up a penalty.
Oh, this is...
So that'll be crucial.
Yes, as Quattro and Koeman both have their penalties as it stands. But I'll take one in check for both them drivers.
Okay, and I've just seen Connor put in the chat, Quattro giving his own race away. He has theoretically just give it away because he's down in P8 and he needs to pit again here. But this battle for the lead between Tim and Leah looks like it's only going to get better and better because Leah has DRS. I've seen Jack just get past Quattro there, but we can keep an eye on this battle for a little bit. I think I just know Zach is Beast has just had a go on Dosser, so now he's just promoting himself into P3. Adam Lee's also going to send it down the inside on Dosser, maybe get himself to P4. Dosser losing 2 positions on the same corner, so he's not going to be happy with that at all. Charlie has just got past Jack in the Alpine, so he's just promoted himself up into P8 now. So are we going to see this battle for the lead get even better? 7/10 is the gap currently. Boomer's not going to have DRS, but Leah is.
Now, so obviously, you can see after your take on Leah, we can see a healthy gap maintained, but Leah is staying in that gap and not falling as far as we thought he was out of the DRS. But as we now finally see the other half coming to the pit up 12 laps on them, Josh.
Indeed he does. He's gone very long as SLR Dosser on those soft compound tyres that he started the race on. Let's see if we can have any moves going down to 7. I think Golden Egg Fry is closing up a little bit on Jack, and Jack's also closing back up on Charlie a little bit. Hopefully that battle's going to spice up a little bit. It's 2 minutes, I believe, just pulled over a second on Leah. The DRS detection isn't until the next corner, so it just keep flickering under a second and over a second. So let's see if Leah gets DRS. I don't think he will. He hasn't got DRS, he's just outside of a second with SLR Leah, so neither is Zach's Beast because he's not within a second of Leah. So the top 5, the gap.
The only DRS one we can see is Hypers on. No, Quattro on Hypers now. It's only looking DRS in central battle where you can see as just easily breeze past Hypers down the back straight.
Indeed he does. Up into P5 goes Quattro, but still needs to pit again in this race after pitting onto the softs. We're going to go down to this battle between Golden Egg Fryer and SLR Jack now, and with Charlie as well, because Jack is just maybe going to get past Charlie here as well. He's got the outside line, he's got the inside line for the next corner, and he goes up into P7. Charlie down to P8, Golden Egg Fryer P9, but this battle is still going on here between P7 and P8 for these two. Charlie goes wide to maybe do the switch back, and it might work. He's got a really good exit because of it, and he's going to go around the outside of the triple right hand. It's going to be very risky to do that. Or is he going to do the up and under? Is he going to go on the other side of Jack? He's not going to give him the room to. So good defending there from Jack to hold on to P7. Let's haven't got Quattro then. We just saw him got past Hypers. He's going to get past Adam Lee as well in the Alfa Romeo. And he's going to promote himself up into P4 now. As the gap between Tim and Leah is now back under a second.
Just have a look at the view between the 6 and 8 battle, I think.
Yeah, I was just having a look at that one, Charlie and Jack. Charlie closing back in, there was slight contact, but nothing more, no overtakes. Let's see if we've got any other close battles on track at the moment. I see Dosser closing back up the score killer. Yep, the gap's now for about half a second, if that now.
Still 2 seconds in the second mark of this time round. I think Leo
just get DRS.
Yeah, so obviously back in first sector of what Tooman had and getting into DRS again.
He's got the toe as well, so he will close the gap up, but ever so slightly. He's half the gap to about half a second now. So maybe Leah can close back up and go for a move for the lead.
Now we go back on Dosser. Dosser on Stalker now.
Oh yeah, Dosser on Skullkiller, he's got DRS, he's going to have a toe, he's using his battery, Skullkiller out of battery, Dosser pulls to the right hand side, and into the points he goes. P10 goes SLR Dosser in the hash, Skullkiller now down to P11. Leah picks up another
second penalty.
He does, so that's now 6 seconds
right on the back of the back of Booster. Next clear mark on softs.
Should be a pretty easy pass for Quattro. Zach's Beast doesn't have DRS. Quattro
as we
does.
did see him run wide out the penalty corner, Quattro is now on 3 warning. If you want to help
he has.
Next 13 laps.
So he needs to keep it in the track limits for the final 13 laps of the race.
Leah now has closed in a lot further what he has previously. He's now
He
7
has.
10. 8
But Quattro's now going to join the battle.
Oh, well, yeah, so he's now joining the battle. I completely missed that. My bad.
The fresh softs coming in close again, like we say, still needs to pit again after doing the soft strategy. Had a
Adam
really
Lee.
tough penalty. The track limits.
Okay, a
Did
free.
Leah get DRS?
Didn't.
Didn't!
He didn't. Oh, this does leave Leo extremely vulnerable to the outside behind. SLR Quattro.
Indeed it is. Quattro pulls to the right hand side of Leah. HP2 in the race, provisionally.
Obviously, as you can see, he won it again, so William Franklin holding P2 here.
So Golden Egg Fire as well has also got DRS and Charlie, but Charlie had DRS and Jack, so the gap isn't really going to close up much. It's pretty much equal speed with that. Zach's Beast is now closing up on Leah a little bit, joining the battle. The two championship antagonists are getting really close here, and we could see a very nice battle for this, because both of them are pit, so this is for position, but penalties wise, Zach's Beast has 3 seconds less than Leah, so as it stands, Zach will finish ahead of Leah after penalties.
Oh, very wide from Quattro there.
It is, but the gap is now half a second.
Up. A 3-second penalty.
Indeed, he's closed the gap to about just under half a second now. 0.3 of a second between him and Toon, and the fresh softs between the old mediums. There's quite a big difference between them. Let's go back and over Charlie. He's close up to Jack, very close, braking a lot later than the Alpine, but able to make it round the corner with no contacts. Let's go back and board with Zach's Beast though, because he's really closing up on Leah, and he's definitely going to get DRS. Leah isn't, because Quattro is just going to pull away on those softs. But look, let's keep checking out Quattro, because he's going to surely get past Tooman with DRS here on the fresh softs. If he gets a good exit, he's going to get him way before the end of the straight. DRS for the AlphaTauri on the McLaren should be a pretty simple move, and it is a simple move for SLR Quattro, and Zach's Beast has just got past his championship rival SLR Leah as well, the P3. So Zach was getting ahead of Leah on penalties anyway, has now done it on track to be sure, but Quattro just needs to keep pulling away now, and somehow needs to find a pit stops gap in the space of a couple of laps to basically win the race. He has to go on the medium compound tyre, because he's already used 2 sets of softs so far. We'll just see how does he get a flag? So it's James at the back. The race is going from bad to worse at the moment.
Of Quattro for the podium. Alright. Now, can't stop spinning at the back.
Indeed, so Quattro's within a second now between Tooman, but I think I've got a feeling he's going to be able to pull that gap pretty easily at the moment.
Anthony off his 2-second penalty. He is not having a good day at all.
Yeah, indeed he has. Have we got any other battles on track? Charlie is closing a little bit to SLR Jack for P7 also, so that gap might be emerging when they get on the back straight. Quattro's now pulled a 1.5 second gap for Tooman now. Neither of them have penalties, so it's where they will finish on track. It is.
Dosser opting to go long on themselves, because it appears to have worked out at all, as he does them so wide down onto the grass.
Now this is Dosser coming down in P10, but I'm going to ride on board with his teammate, SLR Leah, who's closing back up to his championship rival Zach's Beast. He's not going to be able to make a move, he's a little bit too far back. Let's go on board with Golden Egg Fryer. He's going to close up to Charlie. Charlie has DRS on Jack, but Golden Egg Fryer closing the gap a little bit. And enough to go for a move for P8. Killer also closing up on Dosser as well, but he's going too far back to go for a move. Race through the Quattro then.
2-second gap now.
As he pits. 6th lap on those mediums, and he's now came in, so it's going to be interesting to see where he comes out. James is also in the pit lane.
He'll come out P9, I predict.
He may come out P9, so let's see if this is a clean stop from the AlphaTauri team. Laps on the set of mediums are pretty predictable with that one. He's got 10 laps to go in this race to gain as many positions as he can. Not sure if that was a pit stop error or not, but if he gets on the podium, we will definitely find out. Oh, does he get a flag in sector 1? I think, has someone gone off? No, I think that's just OD James getting out of the way after being a lap down now. Unfortunately for him, Hypers has came in for the softs as well, in the Red Bull. Ooh, Battle for P2's emerging as well between Leah and Zaki's Beast. 6.5 tenths the gap. Zaki's Beast is not going to have DRS on Tumen. So it's going to be interesting to see if Leah gets past his championship rival here. But again, if he does, he needs to... Oh no, Zaki's Beast is on 6 seconds now. So this is genuinely for position between the two. So it's going to be interesting to see who finishes ahead of the other. Because it will close the gap in the championship if Leah can finish ahead. Only by another 3 points, but it could be crucial. Bone egg fire, is he going to close on Charlie? He isn't. But Charlie's going to close up on Jack a little bit. He's going too far back to go for a move. Truman then looking pretty controlled up front with a 1.7 second gap. So you've got to keep it on track and bring home the victory for McLaren. Let's have a look at positions gained in the race on lap 18. Tuman started P2, is now P1. Zaki's Beast has gained 7 after starting P9. So Charlie's also gained 7 positions. Tuman has picked. That's an interesting one. They don't believe the tyres can go to the end of the race. They don't think the tyres will make it to the end. They're going to go on a fresh set of softs and maybe hoping the 2-stop is going to work out. Leah carries on. I wonder if he's going to go to the end of the race on these tyres. It's going to be a very interesting call from these two. Is he going to flag, or is OG James has just retired from the session after being a lap down? His race didn't go very well after spinning out. But that, so let's go back to positions quickly. SLR Charlie's now gained 10. He's gone from P13 to P10 at the moment. He's the biggest winner positions-wise so far. So yeah, Leo now into the lead of the race. Needs to show his true pace. Is he going to pit, or is he going to go all the way to the end on those mediums? Because I think he's got 9 laps to go to take them. It'd be 22 lap hold mediums by the end.
Only a 3.3 second gap between Tuman and Tuman and Quattro.
Indeed it is. That's just OG James's car pulling over. Tuman gets his way up to P6. I saw Quattro getting up to P4 as well, passing Golden Egg Fryer. But let's see who's going to be quicker. Is it going to be Tuman on the softs? Theoretically, it's going to be Tuman on the softs, but by the end, SLR Quattro's mediums might be quicker than Tuman softs. But we're about to find out with 9 laps to go.
In 9 laps of his drive.
He does, and he needs to get past SLR Charlie very quickly. Leah does pit on the lead, so he's covering off their undercut, but I think he might come out behind because the undercut is pretty powerful around here. Quattro has a look down the inside on Charlie.
It's not Dossa, pick up 3 second penalty.
Golden Egg Fryer also joins in the pit lane with Leah as I looked away for the wrong second there because Quattro has now just got past Charlie for P2 in this race. So Quattro maybe didn't throw away this race, we maybe overreacted a little bit. The 2-stop may work. He's now got 5 seconds for himself. And Adam Lee is in the lead at the moment on 14 lap old mediums, but they also did the same strategy that the others did when they put behind the safety car. Let's have a look at Dossa then. He's closing to Zaki's Beast, but I think Zaki's Beast just got past him on the fresh sauce. Hyper's now picks up a penalty.
Look, I've got some warnings. Quattro now on 2
a lot
warnings.
of drivers getting penalties.
Both Tuman and Quattro now both on 2 warnings.
They are, so they've got to be very careful to not pick up penalties because penalties could really decide this race.
100% there, you can. Well, everyone is on penalty. It's going to be as decisive as we would normally expect, but...
Tuman gets past Charlie now. And Leah gets past Skullkiller for P7, so he's closing back up to his teammate SLR Dossa now, and I don't think Dossa's going to give him a hard time when he does catch up.
Maybe Dossa will slow down with the DRS section at the end of the 3rd sector to give DRS to his teammate. It doesn't look like it is.
No, he doesn't. He's not going to give him DRS yet, but I'm sure Leah will catch up pretty quickly to his teammate. Zaki's Beast, though, he's going to get DRS, and Charlie pulls into the pit lane. So that promotes him up into P4 now. Quattro says the fastest lap. No, Tuman steals that immediately on the softs. He is absolutely flying as a McLaren driver, so he might be able to take the victory here. Round the ball with Leah then. He's closed up to his teammate now. It's now 0.6 of a second between him and Dossa. I've just seen Primus Gaming, a new commentator here at Summit League Racing, who I believe is commentating tomorrow for the McEwen division, so best of luck with that, my friend. The championship leader is SLR. Who is it? I can't remember. It is Zacky's Beast. Zacky's Beast is the championship leader with Leah behind him. But the championship can't be won today. It's a pretty big gap. It is 224 points, sorry, to 142. So he can record the championship next week. But back to this week, back to this race. Leah is now going to get past his teammate SLR Dawson and promotes himself up to P5, and he can see his championship rival 3 seconds up the road, 2.8 now up the road, and this could be very crucial, his championship, if he gets past. Tuman is also closing up to Quattro's, which this will be. I do wonder if Adam Lee's going to come in the pit lane, or is he going to stay on those lap old mediums, because they will be absolutely destroyed by the end of the Grand Prix.
The number watching now from one final step down. He isn't quitting.
Stays out. What is crucial, Quattro didn't get DRS, Tuman did. The gap is about 0.6 of a second, not even that. So Tuman could go for a move here, going down into turn 1. He's got the toe, he's got the DRS. He isn't using his battery, but he has got a little bit left if needed. He's going to hold back and maybe go for a move on the back straight. But Quattro may get DRS from Adam Lee as well on that back straight. Dosser has got DRS on his teammate, but he's not going to attack his teammate, and I can see why. He's just letting him through. But Quattro's right in the back of Adam Lee now. Adam Lee's tyres absolutely gone. 16 lap old mediums against 3 lap old mediums. Tuman's 2 lap old softs are going to absolutely help him here. His pace has been immense so far as ARO Tuman in the McLaren, and looking to bring the victory. Is there a lot of team play that's happened? I've just seen Will Smith put. It's kind of really down to the driver, really, if they want to help out their teammate. We have seen quite a bit of team play this race, but Tuman might be able to get 2 cars in one corner here. He's got past Adam Lee. Is he going to get past Quattro? Because Quattro took the lead from Adam Lee. Tuman's going to send it down the inside. Is he going to keep it? Quattro is...
Oh, Drastic Blaze out.
He is. Drastic Blaze has crashed, but Tuman has took the lead. He's gone for a brilliant double overtake on Adam Lee and Quattro, but Quattro's going to send it down the inside. And they touch. Is he going to retake the lead? Tuman's going to have the inside line for the triple right-hander, but Quattro's going to hold back because you can't really hold it on the outside of that triple right-hander. But yeah, we're down to 12. That's a Drastic Blaze after a fantastic start. He's unfortunately crashed, but Tuman is into the lead of the race now, and crucially Quattro's going to have DRS, and he might use his battery as well. Tuman might also use his... He hasn't really got much battery left to defend. The gap's going to be about half a second when they reach the end of the straight, but Tuman now taking the lead of the race. Neither of these drivers had penalties, but they've got to be very careful.
I suppose them are on warning.
Indeed, they are. Hypers is also closing up on Skullkiller here. Going to go around the outside of the Ferrari. Skullkiller's got the inside line. Can he hold on to P7, or can Hypers go get P7? No. Skullkiller's going to hold on. He's done a brilliant job defending that position.
As it is looking, Sacrifice will be the one on P3.
It is, because I believe penalties is going to give him the position at the moment. I think he's going to get it on track anyway. And there's been a collision! Oh, what's happened? Go on, fire! Oh, and it's Skullkiller and Hypers. We've got a full course safety car at the end of this race. And is Tuman going to get ahead of the safety car? Oh, sorry, no, not Tuman. Andrew. I'm wrong McLaren. Sorry, I lost my head then. But Tuman, leading the race, it's going to be crucial to see people come in for a fresh set of softs.
It's all Adam Lee race to saved here.
Indeed it has. It has still put him in contention to win this race. This is going to be a fantastic final 3 laps of this race.
Ooh. This would put Adam Lee potential for the on-track win, but penalties will prove otherwise.
It could do, it really could do. I've seen Primus Gaming put in the chat as well. Literally just had a panic attack when Quattro lunged there. Yeah, I had to take a step back as well. That was a very scary move. But if he did make it work, that was a good one, but unfortunately he didn't.
Quattro just boxed.
And Quattro comes in, so does Adam Lee. Tuman stays out on those 3 lap old softs. So it could be the decision. Zacky's Beast stays out. Leah picks up a penalty. Oh, what is the pit lane? Oh, so Haas are going to double stack here, so Doss is going to lose a little bit of time. Jack stays out. Wouldn't be surprised if Golden Oak stays out. He doesn't. He comes in for a fresh set of softs. So does Charlie, and Andrew might do as well. But Tuman is leading then.
Is lost. Or at all.
So yeah, Haas have nailed the double stack there.
Oh, but
it seems.
Still don't know who's
The
winning
only
this.
drivers that haven't pit, the only drivers that haven't pit behind the safety car, the top two, Tooman and Zach is Beast, there's SLR Jack and GRT Andrew. Oh no, GRT Andrew has pit, so it's just those three drivers, so they might be under pressure from the other drivers then. Tooman needs to hope that he can just pull away from everyone else and just keep it within track limits. Safety car should be at the end of this lap, depending whether if end of next lap, whether if GRT Andrew catches up. Doss has picked up a time penalty behind the safety car for track limits. It's going to be a fantastic end of this Grand Prix. We saw a safety car late on in the race yesterday, which decided the Grand Prix. I'm really sorry, Connor. It costed SLR Connor the race when the rain came as well. And who knows, it may cost Tooman this race as well.
On the safety car, I am just going to look for the toilet on the back.
Yep, no worries, we've got another lap at least behind the safety car. We just need Andrew now to catch up to the back of the field, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does do that by the end of next lap, which would be great to see, so we'll get back racing. I've just seen Connor put in the Twitch chat while literally being in the race. I don't know how he can do that, to be fair. He's racing and in the Twitch chat, so I'm not sure if he's pausing the game to do that. Apparently he's in neutral. He just dropped a neutral at turn one there. But yeah, he's in the Twitch chat while racing. What an absolute legend. Oh, and Lee has picked up a penalty for a collision with his teammate. The two Haas's have come together behind the safety car and both picked up 5-second time penalties. Lee is now on 14, and that is another twisted tail in the championship, because it's going to make Zach is Beast have one hand on the championship at this stage, because as it stands, I think he's only going to lose 2 positions if he can pull away a little bit after the restart. So.
We should expect the safety car in at the end of this lap, I would expect. But who knows? We have almost Evan pitting up, Tooman and Zachary Speed, so they will have a 5-lap deficit as the safety car is in this lap now. So let's look here to see how Tooman does control this restart here.
Indeed it is. Him, Quattro and Golden Egg Friday, the only ones without penalties, can easily be changed, and we're going to have a 3-lap sprint to the end.
We are indeed.
Tooman is really backing up the pack here in the third sector.
Oh, I thought it was going very early, but
I doubt he'll go yet. He's got to wait till safety car pulls into the pit lane before he can overtake it, and I wondered how late is he going to go. Is he going to catch Zach is Beast, the championship leader, off guard, as Adam Lee has just got past Quattro there, but immediately lets him back through. Tooman has already gone. He's gone really early, and as he calls Zach is Beast off guard, it's only 6/10. I think Doss has gone now. Doss has gone off.
Doss has gone off and
got damage. He had a collision with his teammate behind the safety car. Both picked up penalties, and he's now pit. And I saw he had front wing damage as well. But Tooman then still leads going down into turn 1, and Leah's going to send it on Jack. Inside goes Leah into P5, but the penalties are really not going to help him out. He's now got 14 seconds worth of penalties, and Quattro is really closing up to championship leader Zach is Beast. And this could be for the race victory if he can get past Zach is Beast, because his Tooman is only right there.
I believe it will also have 1 lap of DRS.
We are going to get 1 lap of DRS at the very end, so that may be crucial as well. Is Quattro going to send it down the inside on Zach is Beast? He's going to hold behind him for the meantime.
all top three.
Oh, and that someone's gone off!
Adam
Lee's gone off! He got the power down a little earlier. I saw a spin there in the background, and it was Adam Lee. So he was on the podium positions, and now sorry, he was P4, and now he's down to P9. So it's not good at all from Adam Lee, and Quattro nearly just hit the back of Zacky's beast there. Braked very late, and is Charlie going to get past Golden Egg Fry? He isn't, so he's going to hold on to P7. Oh, or is he? Charlie's going to have the inside line. Oh, that was very close. He's going to send it down the inside on Golden Egg Fryer. Is he going to get up to P6? Golden Egg Fryer's got the outside line. Maybe having a better exit. Leo picks up another penalty, but Golden Egg Fryer's got the inside line for the triple right-hander. Charlie's got the better grip around the outside somehow, and is up into P6. And Andrew's going to go make the most of it as well, as he's up into P7. Andrew was a lap down in this race, and he's made his way back up into P7. We're down to 10 cars in this race. Quattro's now going to close up on Zacky's beast. He's going to go down the inside on the Red Bull, and he's up into P2 in this race, and he's maybe going to chase Tooman for the victory of this race. This is actually unbelievable. Spectacular finish. A spectacular finish yesterday, and we got one today. Sorry, carry on.
Quattro with the 5 laps of tyres could prove an impact on the winner of this race.
He definitely could. The safety car has changed everything this race like it did yesterday. And Quattro, after saying he may have thrown away the victory with doing the 2-stop, he's done a 3-stop behind because of the safety car. Toom's got a really bad exit. Quattro's now going to be right on the back of the McLaren. He's going to have the toe. He's not going to have the DRS because it's not enabled yet. 2 laps to go. This is an awful camera angle. He's going to have a go round the outside, maybe a Tooman, going to the hard braking zone. This is fantastic racing from these two. Quattro's been forced off the track by Tooman. Tooman holds onto the lead. Quattro's going to have is he going to go for the inside line? Is he going to send it down the inside of Tooman? He isn't. He's going to be patient. He knows he's got one more lap to go for the lead of the race. This is going to be a fantastic final lap here in Division 2 at USA.
Central looking for a photo finish.
Indeed. Leo is also going to close to his championship rival Zacky's beast. He may overtake him on track, but after penalties it's going to be pretty big as Tooman's picked up a penalty! No! It's going to be heartbreak for Tooman. Quattro may win the race after penalties. This is not what we want. We want them to battle. But Quattro, with no penalties, can just ease his way home now. And just as long as he doesn't pick up a penalty, he's going to win this race.
Before
those fresh soft compound tyres are coming in clutch for Quattro because they are 5 laps younger than Tooman and they are a lot quicker than Tooman. The man who got on pole earlier on this evening may be about to take victory here, convert pole to a win because he's going to be right on the back of Tooman and he may be able to take the lead on track. He may win on penalties either way, but he may win on track as well, and that's what we would like to see. Now with DRS, with SLR Quattro riding on board with the AlphaTauri, the man who started on pole as Dosser has crashed unfortunately, but Quattro, we're going to go back with him. He's going to take the lead from ARL Tooman. He started on pole, he's going to retake the lead of this race. And Charlie has just got past SLR Jack as well, and Andrew, all the 3 wide! Andrew has just sent it down the inside of 2 cars, Golden Egg Fry's got involved as well. And Charlie's going to have the inside line, they touch and Charlie's round! So he's now down to 9th place. But let's go back to the front then.
Andrew could be on the podium here.
He could be, after penalties, he could be on the podium.
Quattro, Tooman, Andrew, what do you want to say?
It might be. Quattro round the final corner. He put his AlphaTauri on pole. He led the majority of the race. He wins the US Grand Prix here in Division 2. Brilliant drive from Quattro. It's going to be Tooman who finishes P2. Zacky's Beast gets P3. Golden Egg Fry P4. SLR Jack P5. GRT Andrew P6. Adam Lee P7. SLR Leah P8. And SLR Charlie in P9. We only had 9 drivers finish that race. Typical Division 2. Causing absolute chaos this was. Another chaotic race. GRT Andrew gets driver of the day from the game.
What's the penalty? How did he go behind people with 6 to 9 seconds of penalties?
I'm not quite sure about that one. That was maybe a little bit of a glitch in the game there, but
I'm looking at
the
leader interval. Andrew should have got P3.
Not quite sure then, that maybe a little bit of a glitch, I'm not sure, but provisional podium is going to be SLR Quattro, Aero Tooman and Zacky's Beast. Let's just get them in the party quickly. Interviews.
I believe he was Beast.
Not quite sure then.
Hmm.
So that is everyone in the party. Can you make sure to tick your boxes as well, please? I've just seen someone put in the chat as well, because Andrew dashboarded, it dropped him, he should be in P4, so Andrew should finish P4 then it seems, but we've got the top 3 in the party. Like I said, make sure everyone ticks their boxes. Let's start off with Zach is Beast then, championship leader. You've extended your championship lead because of SLR Lear's penalties. You now have virtually one hand on the championship and could definitely win the championship next week. How do you feel with P3 in the end?
I feel pretty good. I didn't really much happen. I just had to fight my way back through the field. Made a lot of overtakes and the race felt alright.
Yeah, you did drive pretty well, to be fair. You started P9, so you gained 6 positions, but quite a lot of chaos in that race, as it normally is with Division 2. So you did well to get P3, so big well done to you. And do you feel that you've also got one hand on the championship?
Well, I don't want to jinx it, so no comment.
Fair enough, fair enough. But it goes on to next week at Mexico then. If you want to interview Tuman.
Yes, okay, I will. Tuman, oh no. What was your thoughts after that final corner on the penultimate lap? That's when you picked up the penalty.
Yeah, I mean it's frustrating, but in fairness, I've not touched a game in a month, so to come back and finish P2, I'm not all that worried. Quattro got me on the last lap anyway. That I was fighting it, just for the sake of doing it. But yeah, it's not as if I would have been able to do much. Really, it was just a tale of 2 safety cars. I got the call right on the first one, and then Quattro got the call right on the second one, and it was what mattered. Yeah, obviously a little bit frustrating not to take the win, but P2 is good points still, and fastest lap to boot and all.
Well done
Indeed it
there.
was,
Sturdy race from you, P2 to P2. So yeah, pretty good race from you there. We'll move on to Quattro now, which I'll let Corey do.
Okay, thank you. As also, big well done to you, Tuman, as well. So P2, we did pretty well in the end, but unlucky to not get the victory.
And here is P1.
P1 went to sorry, P1 went to SLR Quattro. You qualified on pole in Japan, couldn't quite convert it to victory. You qualified on pole today, new name, but you've kept the amazing pace that you had and converted it to a victory. And how do you feel after that?
I feel relieved because I threw away my win at the first safety car, and well, I was a P1 with mediums. Tillman was on soft, so I thought my race is over. And then there was a new safety car. Then I thought, oh wait, new softs, and then just go to the end and don't get penalties. Because I know I have good pace around here, so I thought I'll get P1.
Yeah, you drove pretty well. You had very good pace for the whole race weekend, to be honest. Like you said, qualified on pole, won the race. But yeah, I was going to ask about that strategy call because it looked like you went soft to soft, so that wasn't intentional. Or...
No, I wanted to go from soft to mediums, but strategy was screwed by that.
Yeah, it did seem like it was a little bit unlucky with the strategy call, but it still won you the race in the end, so you must be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. I enjoyed the battle as well, Tuman.
Yeah, no, it was a good battle. Yeah.
Yeah, big well done to all 3 of you today for getting the podium. And we go on to Mexico next week for what could be the championship decider between Zach is Beast and SLR Leah. And that's all we've got time for here for Division 2 this week at USA. Make sure to join us in under an hour's time for Division 3 at 9 PM. Big thank you to everyone that has watched this race tonight, and we will see you